back.
Hi.
On the other side of the screen. Hey, Maria.
Yes.
Let me tell you, I have never ever done a recap or a show where like everyone said, please go back on. There's more to be said. And I was gonna do an after show, but everyone was saying like how much fun they were having. And so yep, let's do it. Let's keep the merriment going.
Yes.
I'm happy that Maria is here now. She caught the tail end of it, and I wanted her here. She's traveling, so now I would love to hear Maria. Sweet. So if you want to come back up, here's the link. If anybody wants to come up, it's an after show. If anybody wants to come up and speak their mind on what we talked about on Sister Wives, please come up. I guess I shouldn't have ended the live when I did. I just thought it was over, but everyone's like, no, we want more. So here's your encore performance of Sister Wives. And let me tell you, I had so much fun on that live. That was a great live, and I felt invigorated. So let's keep it going. So Maria, what say you about everything that we talked about? And please, guys, if you want to come up and be a part of the panel and talk about Sister Wives, there's the link. Come up. Heaven, I know you want to come up and say something. Sweet, if you want to re-come up. So Maria.
Oh, she said she's in her PJs. She's in her PJs. See, that's a nicer excuse. I usually just say I'm not wearing pants.
Okay, but you don't see pants when you're on a live, though. So
that's what everybody says. That's just my excuse.
I still have my, what is the nanny do shirt on? I have it. I'm still in Sister Wives mode.
I've got Guns N' Roses.
If you want to come up, anybody who wants to come up, and that was a great chat. I am very, very impressed. I love that live. I didn't know. I haven't covered Sister Wives in a bit, and I didn't think I'm blown away, and I can't unscrew the smile right now. It was a great live. So
it was. I was listening as I was swerving through, canyons.
So, what do you think Cody Brown's a great guy, Maria?
I don't think he's a great guy. I just think he has like such a hard, fast, like, this is the morals of this family. Everybody needs to do what we're supposed to do, or else. Like, to him, loving his wife seems like that doesn't matter. That's not what we do here.
Well, he was pressured into marrying Christine, which he said, right? I wasn't attracted to you like 30 years ago. Why do you think I'm attracted to you now? Like, come on, man.
Yeah. And if you've watched him from the beginning, he's always had like a lot of energy, right? But now it seems like aggression all of the time. Like, can he just talk normally to anybody? It's always like, and he was waving his finger at Christine, and she was like, don't point your finger at me.
Don't you put your finger in my face.
Yes. And I was like, yes, you're right. Don't do that. Yeah. I was all for it. I just love Christine. She's definitely found her voice and how to stay calm and how not to be whiny. I love it. It's going to be a good season.
Like, great. Like, and she sat there and she like her like elocution, like how she handled herself. I mean, it's, oh my God, you can do that now. I'm like, wait, I didn't do that. That's different. I'm like, wait. I was like, wait, how did that happen?
Magical.
Yeah, like, Christine was amazing. You can't take that away from her. She point blank said, well, tell Robyn she's like, Robyn's the favorite wife. Robyn's the one that gets the sex. Robyn's the one that gets the dick. Robyn's the one. Robyn. We all know it. We all know it.
Absolutely. Yeah, he does love her. It's interesting if you go back to when he first met Robyn, and he allegedly was not interested in having another wife, and he wasn't that attracted to her, and she looks very different than the other wives do. And now, yeah, that's the only functional marriage he has. It's weird.
And do you think, I mean, like, why does he want to hold on to the marriage of Christine, in your opinion? Like, what is he embarrassed? Is he afraid of, like, Christine getting the new boyfriend with the money and this, that, and the other? Like,
Do they
why
have a bunch of
hold on
money?
to Christine?
Do they have a bunch of money that we don't know about? Like, where's all this money that he thinks they're going to steal, that these boyfriends are going to snatch up? What is he talking about? What money?
I mean, they had to feed like 30 kids, and now they have grandkids. There's kids and now grandkids. So, and we didn't cover this on our last live, but how do you feel about Christine moving to Utah and being like, fuck you, I'm out, and I'm going back to the place where I'm happy?
Totally fine. It's funny because Cody's saying, is she even allowed to take Truly? It's
You're
like,
not
yeah,
married in any point. You're not, your biblical marriage or your spiritual marriage or whatever is not a marriage on the books anywhere. So why can't Christine go and take the kids?
Exactly. I mean,
and it's not like she's like driving from like, Arizona to like Jersey. She's like going from like Arizona to Utah. It's like just like right above, just right there.
It is right above. It's not a short drive though, because I don't know where she lives now. I know that when they lived in Logan is way up in northern Utah.
Where's Lehigh?
Lehigh is still kind of near Salt Lake. It's in the valley. It's not, it's in the Salt Lake Valley, so not close to Arizona. But yeah, he could do it if he wanted to, but he doesn't want to. That would require effort on his part. Everybody is supposed to be making effort for him. He's not the one making the effort. So come on. Yes. Exactly.
Wait. And yeah, he only mentioned Truly. Like, what about like your other 5 kids with Christine? Cody?
I mean, he hasn't cared about Isabel before. Why would he start now?
He didn't want her to get the back surgery.
Right?
Like, oh, let's wait till your spine is completely in a circle before, like, you get the surgery because COVID. God almighty, like, and look, he had the most stringent COVID, and I get it. COVID was scary.
Yeah.
I live in New York. Well, New York, New Jersey, it's the same state. Like, we had like the biggest outbreak here. When it happened, 2020, like our area was like hit the hardest. So I get being scared. And that's when me and Cody were Ubering, and like dropping food off. So we were in the thick of it then. But I get like you being scared, but now it's like, 3 years later. Now people say I get, COVID's like, I don't want to downplay COVID, but it's not as scary as it was. Is that safe to say? Like now there are precautions.
It's not. Yeah. It's not as scary as it was. He's in Flagstaff. It's not the same level of, contact that you're going to have in New York City, where it's a lot harder to avoid people. So come on, relax. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, some people get very, very bad symptoms. Like you had them pretty bad.
No, when we first got it after Vegas, we were like it wasn't like our experience the first time was like, we just had no energy. Like we just laid, and like I like to get up to go to the bathroom was like a chore. Like I would lay down and have to pee for 3 hours. Like, and that's how our experience was. It like we were just tired. We had no energy. But that's how it affected us, anyways. And then we got our shots, and then the next time we got it, it was just like a cold, like Janelle said, like you feel like it's like you're just a cold. But Cody's stringent Corona policies was I guess the catalyst to having the whole family break up. With the scroll of rules they had to follow, like clean your mail with like disinfectant. If you go to the bathroom, put a hazmat suit on, that stuff, like that.
Yep.
And what good did that get Cody? Because let's play this out now. And I'm happy we're talking now because we didn't mention this on the last live. But Cody ruined his family, in my opinion, with these COVID. No, he already ruined the family, but the COVID restrictions didn't help things. But like, what happened? Janelle got COVID. Janelle's kids got COVID. Christine got COVID, right? Didn't she test
I'm
positive?
not. Yeah, I don't remember her getting it, but she may have.
Oh, and guess what? The nanny had COVID, and then gave COVID, and then didn't the nanny give COVID to Robyn?
No,
And
but Robyn freaked out as if it did happen. She was having a full meltdown, like, "Oh no, I brought this into the home. It's the end. Cody's gonna leave me too." Yeah, ridiculous.
All those rules and all that separation got him nowhere, and even in a worse place than like where he was, if you could imagine that, with his family than it already was. So
He's ridiculous. I mean, I don't know. Definitely there was problems in their marriage beforehand. I mean, just the way that they abruptly left Las Vegas when they had, I mean, it took them forever to sell their houses, but they went to Flagstaff anyway. I don't know how that could have been good for the marriage when it wasn't what everybody wanted. Yeah, it's just one thing after the other. And he just keeps getting more aggressive and wants people to obey him even more. What did he say about Janelle last season? About her being like,
because
he
with
called her
Garrison and when they were like, well, Garrison the girlfriend, and Janelle's like, listen, I'm not going to tell my kids to like, not go see their girlfriends or not go out to work or like, that's not happening here.
Yeah, did he call her Her Highness or something, or like she's the boss or something? And he's like, no, I'm the boss. So,
and Janelle, I think we all know that Janelle's over it.
I know you think that. I think that this marriage works for them. I think she only needs it once or twice a year.
Well, I know that Janelle, we all know that, which we said before, that Cody's giving the dick to Robyn and Robyn only. We all know that, like,
and birthdays and anniversaries for Janelle.
You're being too generous there, Maria. It's either the birthday or an anniversary, because let's not forget what Christine said. Out of 800 days, Cody was only here thrice.
He said he was there every third and sixth day. That's what he said.
But let's not forget last season, Cody was like, well, I can't go to Christine's house because she's not following the rules. And I can't go to Janelle's house because she's not following the rules. And I can't go to Meri's house because I hope she dies. So,
yeah, she's not even in the rotation.
Meri's like,
the third or the sixth day. No days for Meri.
Hey, Meri, come out, Meri. We're keeping Meri here, because we felt bad for Meri. She's stuck in the woods in Flagstaff, and we took Meri in. Meri, it's okay. You're safe here. Come on, say hi to everybody. Poor Meri is like rubbing two sticks together in the woods, and trying to get like heat for herself because Mariah's out. Mariah went, Mariah's in Chicago living her best life.
I don't think Mariah's name is Mariah anymore. She's got some weird name. She's taken on a more masculine name, and I can't remember what it is. In my mind, it's Bruno, but I don't think it's Bruno. It's not Bruno.
Wait, is Mariah is phasing through something right now?
So her fiance, her girlfriend, is fully trans. She's had top surgery. She's on hormones. She's grown a mustache and everything. Her fiance. But
shut up.
Yes, and so Mariah now she uses they them pronouns, but she doesn't look like she's doing any surgery or anything like that. But she definitely, I'm pretty sure she has a masculine name. Oh, Leo or Leon is what Marilyn G is saying, and that does sound right. So not Bruno.
That's news to me. I had no idea. I need to get back on like the horse and I'm like, the blogger who talks about this stuff, giving you guys the tea, and I'm going to do a better job of getting back and getting my facts straight. Oh my God. I had no idea. No idea.
Yeah. Yep. But she still looks the same.
That's secretly killing Meri.
They look the same now. Leon looks just like Mariah did. Her fiance looks, she looks like she's having a more aggressive transition.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt bad for Meri because obviously she tried to get away from Cody with the lesbian in Oklahoma, Sam, Jackie. Jackie, Sam Overton, whatever, whoever they are. You know, and once Meri got caught, she couldn't. Now Meri's like, I'm for this marriage. Cody wouldn't spit on Meri if she was on fire. And Meri is like, I'm just still waiting for Cody. Like, come on, Meri.
He might roll his eyes first and then spit on her.
Like, I didn't even think I think he hates her. He hates her for what
he does hate her.
And she embarrassed the family. And there's no way that they were ever going to be right again after that happened. Yeah. And Cody keeps Meri at bay. And I'm sure that Cody has, like, you know, well, if you pull one more stunt like this, like, that's it. You know, you're cut off. And we all know how much Cody cares about the money, because that's what he said to Christine. Well, what if your new boyfriend comes around and tries to take our money? But you're not married to Christine. Like, what money is, huh? How is that working? Explain that to me.
What money? And then, like, you can't fully get rid of Meri, because in my mind, she's probably the one that makes the most money. We have no idea what Cody does, because he, you know, I can't imagine he can even leave Robyn's house because her daughter has a panic attack if Cody's not holding her hand. So I don't know. I think Meri's there just because she funds the family. I mean, Janelle works. They all work, but it feels like Meri's the one that makes the most money, and she wants back in that family so bad. But she's way up there, man. She's at the top of the pyramid.
She's like Queen Lularoe.
She is.
She is. Like, at the Amway Triangle, there's Meri, and like then, like, you know, everyone, like, you know, falls down afterwards.
Yep, she's way up there in the top of the triangle, way up in the top of the pyramid. I think Christy was below her somewhere, but I don't know if Christy still does that. We see Christy and Janelle and Maddie. They're hawking some vitamin beverage all the time. That's just also a pyramid scheme. That's probably why they're in Hawaii, right? They're probably on one of those promotional trips that you get if you sell enough.
Like, you know, like when you get like a pink Cadillac for selling Mary Kay, like that type of thing.
Yeah. Yep, they just give them trips. That's why you see Meri on trips all the time too, because she's very high up in Lularoe.
I'd rather have the caddy. Wait, have you seen the clip for tomorrow where he tells Janelle her sons need to move out, and Janelle says he's not even on the lease?
Oh. Okay, well, we know that in real life, Janelle is in the RV right now. So clearly the boys have moved out at some point, but is it because of this? Oh.
And Janelle keeps saying to I'm going to pick my sons. Like, you know, Cody, you know, oh, you're 18. You're on your own. Like, huh?
Yep.
Like,
Look at Ashley Nicole was on Meri's
She said on the live. So Ashley, I would love for you to come up. Can you speak about Queen Meri? I don't want you to get, like, you know, shunned like in Scientology. I don't want you to talk about, like, you know, David, what's his name? David Shelley Miscavige. What's the name? The Scientology people, the one that Leah Remini tried to. David.
Yeah, you had it. Yeah, David Miscavige. Or do you mean the other guy?
And Shelley. Now, Ashley, I don't want you to be, like, you know, in any trouble. Like, you know, I don't want you being shunned from Lularoe like Leah Remini was for questioning where Shelley is. But I would love your insight into how that works, and that would be very interesting to me.
Absolutely.
Like, you're being on the same team. Does that mean, like, are you like in Utah or in the bushes where Meri currently lives, like, you know, in between two trees? Like, or can you be on the same team, like, you know, Meri's in Arizona and you're over here, like, in Maine, say? Is that, I don't know how that works.
Yeah, you don't have to be near each other. I think Ashley Nicole lives in, I know where she lives. She lives right here. She lives over here. She doesn't live in Arizona.
Oh wait, Ashley, wait. I wouldn't be shunned. I left already. I wasn't on her team, but I was on the same team. She was very Kool-Aid drinky. Well, I mean,
she was very Kool-Aid drinky. Ah. They had the same upline. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know how any of that works. I was saying on the last night, like, my neighbors did Amway, and they invited my grandparents over one night for, like, you know, to try, and they had, like, We thought we were eating like turkey, and then like they broke out the boards like they do in the movies. Like I'm like it was totally unexpected. Like, oh, thank you for. They had just moved in. My grandparents to when we moved, and I was 17, and then we had dinner. Like they were like the neighbors next door, and they brought out like the boards. Like, hey, by the way, did you know like what could happen if? And I was like. And my grandmother looked at me and she was like, and then we had to get the fuck out.
Yep. Like, no, thanks.
Oh my God. No, but I love Meri. I love Meri. How can you not love Meri?
I don't know. I mean, I can see why the sister wives don't like her. I think she's very critical and demanding, and she likes everything how she likes everything. And I mean, the same way that Cody's mad at Christy for not being good to the other sister wives, you could say the same thing about Meri. Christine, my bad. To Christine.
You keep saying Christy.
To Christine. my bad.
That's a hot topic name right now. Christine.
That's probably why it keeps coming out. Christine. Yeah, the same way he keeps getting mad at Christine for not, loving Robyn enough. You could say the same thing about Meri not treating Christine and Janelle very well. So,
but Meri never wanted that life. Cody suckered her into it. Like they were monogamous when they first started, and then Cody got the gift from God. God was like, "Hey, it's God, and you need to have like multiple wives now." But Meri never signed up for that.
Well, she didn't divorce him, so at some point you're agreeing by, going along with the situation.
No, and yeah, you're right to that. Yep, you're right on that. She didn't leave him. She went along with it. You're right. I can't take that away. She went along with it. But I can't see her being like that excited about it. So I was your first wife, and now all of a sudden God called you. If Cody said, John, if tomorrow when we woke up and Cody was like, by the way, John, I got a call from God last night, and now I need to have other husbands. And I would look at him. Well, you probably know what would happen if that conversation tried to, but
yeah, it'd be a no.
It'd be a hard no, and I'm being generous on that one.
Not for everybody. Not for everybody. Kimberly and Usman, she seems to be like on a
that's gonna work out great. That's gonna work out great with Kim and Usman. Yeah, she's gonna be for it. Oh yes.
Yeah. Weird.
So how did you feel about Robyn's interaction with Cody? Did you think Robyn was being, genuine when she was saying, "Oh no, Cody, you need to stay at Robyn's house. I mean, at Christine's house. Just sleep on the couch and make it work."
It's sort of, I feel like in the middle about her. Like, it is weird to me how she acts like she doesn't know what's going on ever, and this is all new information. It's like, you've lived with them for 10 or 12 years, however many it is. How do you not know?
Sweet has a better input on it.
Right? That's the way I feel about a second wife too. But anyway. But I guess that's technically a maid. I don't know.
I guess as long as you're like the HBIC, like I guess as long as you're first wife, then it's good. But like, Robyn's first wife now.
She is first wife right now. In all reality, she's first wife.
In all reality and legality, she is first wife.
She's the only wife legally, yes. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I don't like how she acts like this is new information, that she didn't know any of this was going on. It drives me crazy. And then but I do think that there's a part of her that definitely wants those relationships to work out. She feels like Christine's not fighting hard enough. Yeah.
Robyn has been around for 10 years as opposed to Christine, who's been around for 30. And by Cody's admission, well, I never wanted to marry you to begin with, Christine. Like, I felt pressured because, as we said earlier, Christine comes from like, polygamy royalty.
She sure does.
And, Cody wanted in. It's like, almost like Warren Jeffs adjacent, right? Like, you know, he wanted to be like in the big family. He wanted his,
absolutely.
you know.
Yeah, he needs his clout. It's a clout marriage for sure. And now he feels obligated to her. And more importantly, they should all feel obligated to him. That's the big issue. How dare you leave me? Even though he knows he's never going to leave any of them. That's not how his calling works. He's never going to leave. He's just going to make them so miserable that they have to leave. So, what's the difference? He was attracted to her pedigree.
Yeah, I just saw that. Her pedigree. And that's because of her lineage. It's like she was like, you know, in like the line of succession, like in the monarchy of England. Like, oh, okay, you know, that's it. Like he wanted to be in, you know, have a part of that, you know, because then he could say, oh, Cody Brown, you know, he's in it with, you know, in the good family, like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But he was never attracted to her, not now and not 30 years ago. Felt pressured into doing it. Who pressured you, Cody? Was it God? Tell me, like, who pressured Cody into marrying Christine?
That is a good question, because at that point, like his well, I mean, he definitely has polygamy in his family. Was his dad was polygamist at that point? I don't know.
I think remember. So, because his dad's married to Janelle's mom now, right? Right? Janelle's mom is married to Cody's dad.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that Cody came from a. Was it? I don't know, to be honest. I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Okay, like my understanding, I think yes, he is from polygamy. He's got polygamous roots, because if I remember correctly, Robyn's husband is actually Cody's cousin.
Of course he is.
So everybody's connected. They're all connected in one way or another.
We said in the last live, Meri's brother, no, Robyn's brother, shit.
Janelle's, no, Cody's brother. Who are we talking about?
I don't know. That's what happens when you have polygamy, and like there's like 8 million branches going down, and like fathers are marrying daughters, and daughters are marrying sisters, and sisters are marrying uncles, and they're all related.
Right.
I can't.
Yeah, Eddie said, yeah, Christine and Cody are fourth cousins as well. So I mean, there's like so many people that they're all related. They're all related. See, Sweets and Beyond said kukas in the line. And I was like, you know, my mom's Puerto Rican. That was not the word she used, but I feel like what my mom said was probably worse, so I don't want to say it. I like kukas though.
Really off topic, but I just returned from seeing the Queen Lion State. My body's broken.
From queuing for so long. Oh. I don't know what to ask.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
I have questions, but they feel inappropriate. So,
so sorry. Is that the right?
I don't know. My condolences.
Queuing. What does queuing mean for so long?
Standing in line.
Like you're in queue. Okay.
Yeah, the British are professionals. They're professionals at queuing.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
So 12-hour line.
Oh my God, 12-hour line. I even heard Paul saying he wanted to go see, you know, the Queen, and pay respects, but it was just too much. I couldn't even imagine.
Wait, sorry. No, I want this one. This is, I'm Puerto Rican. We say Toto.
Okay. Is that what you're used to, Maria?
No, that's not it. That's not it. Nope. Should I say? I feel like it's bad. Just because if my mom said it, it was probably bad. She said chocha. That's what she said.
Oh, chocha. I know
and chochita. She called us chochitas. I don't know.
That's my new nickname for you. You're my little chochita from now on, Maria. You might have to change your name to Chochita. And that will help me explain you, Maria, because, you know, I'll say Chochita from now on instead of Maria. That way there's no
Maria
confusion.
Chochita? Perfect.
Chochita. That's it. That's your new name from now on. Sweets, are you familiar with Chochita? Are you using that?
Marilyn is. For children, that's what she called us. She called us Chochitas all the time.
I cannot believe we're doing back-to-back sister, like never. This has never happened in all my years of doing lives where I ended a live and then went right back into it because people wanted more. And thank you.
Yes.
Like, can you throw some roses at me? Like, you got your encore. First time I ever got an encore. So, we had to sing one more song. So this is it. This is your encore. Wait, that's the board. Are you familiar with Chochita? I know you're Puerto Rican nuts on board. Come on. I know you are. You sent me the Puerto Rican, the saucer plates. Come on. Tell me. How many people are we offending right now? Oh, God. John Yates, that is the limit. He's calling people Chochitas on a live. He's lost it again.
See, look at Pineapple. She says, I'm also Puerto Rican, and I've heard all three. So Totos, Cucas, and Chochas.
Oh, my God. A little bit of everything. Thank you, Ashley. This is fun. Like I was saying before, like I had so much fun on that last live, and I just, I thought it was over, and nope, you all want more, and here I am to give it to you. So I'm happy to do it. I like laughing, so this is fun. And now I know Chochita, and we learned, new words in different languages. It's great. So
I think it's important to learn your swears first, personally, because then you can pepper them in with other words, and it sounds.
Yeah, because that's what I need to do: swear in different languages now. Because I don't have all. Because I don't know how to swear in English, right? I've never said a swear word in my life.
Never.
No, not me, ever. No, God, swear words. You guys are the devils. No, I don't. I never swear. And I'm like, I'm a little personally offended that like you're making me swear right now because like that's not me. I don't curse.
I'm sorry.
Ever.
I've corrupted you, and I apologize.
So I have the mouth of like a virgin, and I would respect all of you if you just want me to keep on speaking the truth and and not being vulgar. So there's that. Oh my God! When you can't even finish a sentence, you're laughing so hard because you're full of shit. But what else, Maria? I'm gonna drop the link. Addie, come on up. Anybody, come on up. If you want to talk about the show, these are usually our after shows.
Or if you want to tell us how to swear, and specifically tell us, the vulgar version of lady parts.
Yes.
The language that you know.
And where to put the accents or the tildes, because that's also a big part of things. So there you go. Wait, shoot, did I drop the link? I don't even know. No, I didn't.
No.
But these are what our after shows are usually like. If you want to become a member, this is what usually happens. But we're public right now.
You do not have to be on camera. You can turn your camera off as you're coming in. It'll let you.
Name.
Yep.
I just have to see your face backstage, so I know you're not like gonna porn bomb me or something like that, because we don't want that.
Nope.
Because I've had that.
Even if they're chochas and cucas, we don't want that.
We don't want no chochitas. We don't want no cucas. We don't no chochas. None of that. So wait. Pray for Fiona doesn't knock power out. Are you getting a hurricane? Oh no, it's Hurricane Fiona. I hear Fiona. I think two things. I think Shameless, and I think Fiona from like Shrek. Fiona, oh Fiona,
absolutely.
When they're like, oh Fiona, that's what I think when I hear that name. And I hope that honestly that don't want anything to happen to anybody. So, and when Hurricane Sandy came up here. I remember like the memes they had because it was they kept showing grease pictures of Sandy, like young Sandy, old Sandy, like new Sandy, and like Olivia Newton-John, and then Sandy like wiped out this whole area and like obliterated us, and like for people in this area, like hurricanes seldom do damage, like up in these parts.
Mm-hmm.
I can think of only 2 hurricanes that actually did damage, like to New York, New Jersey area. It was Hurricane Gloria in 1986, like when I was like 86. No, she was 85. I was like 6 or 7 years old. And then Sandy was like, 30 years later. We rarely get hurricanes that do damage up here, but when they come, they come.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
so being, a Hurricane Gloria and Sandy survivor, I know that it's scary to have a hurricane. Cody grew up in Florida. He lived through Andrew. Like Cody's whole house like went down the street. Like I'm not even lying. With Andrew. Cody's family lost everything. It obliterated. They lost their cars, their house, everything. So
yep. My parents too during Katrina.
Oh, he's talking in the back about Andrew.
Andrew. Oh, the Hurricane Andrew. Yeah. No, my parents during Katrina, their house got squished from the storm surge. So, yeah, they lost it all too. And just like COVID has destroyed marriages in the Brown household, Hurricane Katrina messed my parents' marriage up. So sometimes they just can't handle those kinds of stressors. Not every relationship can handle that.
Yeah, like COVID is the Hurricane Andrew to the Browns, or the Hurricane Sandy to the Browns, I guess. I lived in Fort Lauderdale when Wilma came, right? Was it Wilma, babe? When Hurricane Wilma came, like that was a bad one, but not as bad as Sandy. But now we're getting off topic.
Andrew.
I tried to bring it back.
We're gonna bring it back. But
Andrew was the last hurricane that flooded out.
Baseball-sized hail. Oh my goodness.
I was there for Andrew, and that's when my mom's car was floating in our front door.
Yeah. Cody's family lost everything from Andrew. So much like the Hurricane Andrew in Flagstaff ruined Cody Brown's family.
Yep.
So there it is.
Oh my goodness, nuts and board. 5 months and 2 months without water. Was that from Hurricane Maria?
Oh, we couldn't. Oh my God, we could not drink water. We had to. Oh God, that was awful.
Well, when Sandy came, we couldn't even get gas. There was a line for 3 weeks for gas. People, one person maybe had power, and the good thing about New Yorkers, although people say the New Yorkers are assholes, everybody, the people who did have power, they ran extension cords out of the houses so people could charge their phones. It was a really coming together moment, and it
everybody comes together.
Yeah, but the aftermath of Sandy on the island was, you saw what it did in Jersey, where we live. The goddamn roller coaster was in the ocean, very famously. The whole, you never saw that, Maria?
No.
Look up Seaside Heights Hurricane Sandy. You will see the whole boardwalk is gone now. The pier is gone.
Wow.
The roller coaster, we have the 2 piers. One pier is now gone. They never rebuilt it.
Well, they're in the process, but
they're never going to rebuild it. Anywho, there was one pier, and then the roller coaster, the pier just was gone, and the roller coaster was in the ocean.
Yeah.
Completely intact, laying in the ocean.
Yeah.
It decimated this whole area.
And then they built half of it back, and then it caught fire.
Well, it caught fire
again. So
it caught fire. Because after Sandy hit, they kind of had to rebuild, but there was too much damage to a fire. And it was a fire, but how it started.
Whatever, but still.
Everybody knows.
It was only a year later or something.
It was 6 months later, and the fire took out the rest of what was built.
What they built and what was left of it.
That was insurance fire money right there. So
everybody
knows it.
It's rebuilt.
That's why you call it fire.
No, it's just everybody knows the fire. It was It was a 10-alarm fire, but how it started was up for controversy because Sandy wrecked half the boardwalk so badly that they couldn't rebuild it. So then the fire came and just finished it off 6 months later.
So now it's a brand new boardwalk.
Yeah, again. So
a mile long. Boom.
Heavens Real was an insurance adjuster back then. Oh, I can't even imagine.
Yeah. I mean, where I'm living right now, like where we're sitting, like all of this was underwater. Like the water level would have been like here right now. Like,
in this cottage?
All the Seaside was underwater.
Yeah.
All of it. The houses, everything. We live like on like a tiny little strip.
Right,
like,
right.
We live like on like, you know, a strip of land. Like that's only like, you know, 2 blocks wide. We're in between the bay and the ocean. The whole town was gone. Like that's why like most of the houses here are like new built because it took it.
Yeah, it flooded everything.
Yeah, like and if anybody's interested in
their garages,
you know, looking further into that,
completely out.
Just type in Seaside Heights Hurricane Sandy, and you'll see it. Like
you'll
it's
see a lot of the houses that are rebuilt down here. They actually put them up on stilts.
Yeah, and now people build houses
so it's
like not on like the ground anymore. Now when they build new houses, now they're like up a level, like on stilts.
Yep.
So that never happens again.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what it's like down to Mississippi too, on the Gulf Coast and Alabama Gulf Coast. My sister had 4 feet of water in her house after Katrina, and the refrigerator kind of floated away and smashed into a entertainment center, and so. And it's not like it's clean water; it's sludge. You end up with sludge in your house.
It's not clean water at all.
No.
It's gross. It's gross
dirt,
water,
garbage,
and
all kinds of.
This whole town was decimated, and you know, it's never been the same since. After that, like they never rebuilt half the boardwalk. It really kind of killed the vibe of the town. It really did. It's never been the same after that. And I grew up here, like, you know, as a kid, like my grandparents had like a little summer house here, and we come like, you know, since I've been 9, and I'm 43. So this has always been my second home, Seaside. Like I lived in Long Island, I lived in Florida, I lived in Seaside, but it's so different than what, and I always tell Cody, because Cody never saw it pre-Sandy, and I really wish he would have, because
it was glorious.
It's like the ruins. Like it's like
the place to be. I mean, you can pull it like
you know when they filmed Jersey Shore. Like if you watch Jersey Shore, like you know the first couple of seasons when they were like in Seaside, like that's how it used to look. But now it's just, it's not. It'll never be the same. Oh my God, Stacey. Yeah, like I get you. No one's gonna get that but me and you, Stacey. But I hear you on that one. Stacey's from over here. Me and Stacey met on the boardwalk at Beachcomber last summer. So
that's cool.
Beachcomber is like the big bar down here, which also got lost to Sandy, which I had to rebuild and put on the other side. But Seaside was the shit. And now they're going for like a more like upscale. They're trying to turn it away from like a club and bar scene to like more of a family resort, you know, and like, you know, quiet. But Seaside back in the day was like bars, clubs, partying. Like it was the place to be. It really, when I turned 21, like God, we used to come down here every weekend while I was living on Long Island. And it's not the same anymore, but it is what it is. I still love it.
Absolutely.
Well, next time there's a storm coming, like we'll be out. You know, I'm gonna find Meri in the woods in Flagstaff. I'm like, Meri, can you get us some kindling, extra kindling? Can you start a fire for us? And you know, so can we live with you in the woods? Because poor Meri's in the woods. Every time they show Meri, she's in the woods. You know, like Blair Witch Project, like snot coming out of her nose. She goes, I'm still waiting for Cody. I'm gonna make this work. Like, you know, I like, come on.
Why does she stay? Does she think he's going to come back to her?
I don't know. He must have her on the hook for something, because obviously she's not getting a dick.
Yeah.
Like he won't even like touch her. I don't even know if he makes eye contact with her when she speaks. Like, you know, like he's so disgusted with Meri. You saw the first episode. Meri had like 30 seconds of airtime, and again, it was Meri in the woods, cold.
Well, I mean, I remember last season where he felt like, okay, I guess I finally have to talk to her since she's the only one following the rules. I guess I have to go and talk to her. And it was like, you don't have to. No, just cut her loose. Set her free. Ugh. It's
Poor
just not
Meri.
nice. It's not nice to keep people miserable while you're married if you have no desire to fix it.
Oh, there's Monica. She
She
stays
stays
for
for
the
the
money.
money.
The fame? Really, Monica? And the money? She's in the woods, Monica.
She's in the woods.
She's into the woods as Meri. She's in the woods.
I'd rather be in the woods than in the open, just the open middle space that, yeah, in the middle of Arizona. That sounds terrible.
And what about like when like Cody was saying like, this is my house. This is my furniture. That's my bed. I was like, oh.
She didn't correct him, but still, I agree. Like, Sweets was like, yeah, no, it's her house. And I agree. Although he clearly had some stuff there since she had it all stacked up in the garage.
Which she took care of and, put to the basement, the garage.
He has 4 other houses that he lives in.
But then he tried to shade her, about cleaning the house and cooking. He's like, well, she's not doing either of those. And then he sort of stopped himself. I'm like, are you serious? You're going to complain about the way she keeps the house? Shut up. I just wanted to poke him in the
house that
eye.
he never goes to?
Exactly.
But then Robyn is the only one that has a maid and a nanny.
Right?
Get the
Does she
hell
have a
out
maid
of
too?
Get the hell out of here. You come over and clean my damn house if you don't like it then.
The nanny that was like, the nanny that gave them all COVID, the one Cody's rules, was the nanny not like, taking the mail and with sanitizer and just, wiping it down? Was that not happening?
No, that's
a lot of work.
Potential wife.
Didn't they have to leave like their groceries out in the garage for a day?
Yes. Let the elements take care of the groceries. Let them out for 3 days. And if that's not good enough, send them to Meri in the woods. She'll make sure that it's clean afterwards.
Exactly. She's got nothing else to do. She can get her Lysol wipes out and wipe them down.
Oh wait, what points, Monica?
Be specific.
I need to hear this. I need to hear the specific points that you understand because I'm dying to know. I want to know, like, I just want to know. What does the nanny do?
What does the nanny do?
Okay, I can see a couple of Cody's points. I won't, but if the scale of justice are being weighed, like Christine, Cody, that's how I see it. Like, Cody's not completely wrong in everything he says, but even when he does have a good point, he doesn't pass it off like.
No, he's so aggressive in his delivery. And yeah, he's so self-righteous. He doesn't take information in. I mean, the only way any of that stuff got through was when it was just when she said it so succinctly, when it was like, why are you holding on to this? That he was sort of like, oh, I guess I have to listen to her for a second. Because otherwise he's just constantly flipping it around on her. Constantly. Well, what about you? What did you do? What about, it's just like, come on. He owns up to nothing. Ever.
And he keeps saying, like, why am I the bad guy? But you're the one who alienated you and Robyn. Like, the whole world knows that Robyn's your favorite wife. Christine didn't have to say it, and thank God she did, that finally somebody fucking said it. We all knew that they were intimating towards, they all hate Robyn. We all know they all hate Robyn. Robyn is the cancer that brought this family apart. According to Janelle, Christine, and Meri. It really is. Like,
you think Meri, because Meri brought her in. Meri, it was like a gift.
Meri needed a friend because Christine and Janelle couldn't stand her. So Meri needed to, have somebody in her corner.
Yep, to even the alliance.
But it's kind of her own fault because she divorced Cody, like, in their way. So that way he could marry Robyn and legally adopt their kids. but that was her first mistake.
But Monica, was Christine giving up on polygamy though? I didn't see it that way. I saw it as her like saying like, listen, I'm not going to be in this polygamous marriage anymore. When I see you, and let's just be blunt, fucking Robyn, we know that he's not having sex with, Meri or Janelle, but we all know he's giving it to Robyn on the regular. So why does Christine have to see Cody having this, sexual relationship or
just a loving marriage?
Yeah,
she's not getting love. She's getting nothing. Yeah, no, I feel what you're saying. I think it is fair for her to be upset because it's no longer a marriage, right? Just because you're
both. Oh Lord, oh God, no! Christine's not getting the yammy or the power drill or the African ingredient.
Drill.
Or a goddamn nanny.
There's no yammy for Christine. There's no power bike. There's no yammy.
I like power drill better. It makes more sense to me.
Oh, fertilizer. There's no fertilizer. That was the other one.
What was the African? What was the other one? I can't remember.
No, listen. Usman and Kim's words for each other.
African fertilizer.
It was African ingredient.
That's what it was.
Power bike and yammy. And Christine ain't getting none of the four. So and then she has to see Robyn getting the yammy and the power bike and the fertilizer and the African ingredient. And and if I were Christine, I'd be like, I don't want to see you like in this loveful marriage. Like you guys are in love and you're saying you're not attracted to me and I don't have sex anymore. Like I'm kind of,
so
can't focus on that one.
He doesn't put effort into the relationship he has with Christine the way he does with Robyn. Yeah. If he did, she'd probably stick around, even with a certain level of jealousy. As long as some of her needs are getting met, but none of her needs are getting met. And her children's needs aren't getting met.
Wait, what needs of Christine's were being met though?
At some point, I don't know. I feel like Janelle was meeting a lot of her needs back in the day, but I don't know because Cody wasn't helping, right? He wasn't helping. She says, I need help. Can you put the kids to bed at night while I'm going off to work? And he wouldn't even do that.
He's like, I can't. She's like, we're in the same fucking house, bro. Like, you can't just tuck your own children away. Like, and back then there was no Robyn. So and Meri only had Mariah, right? So let's not get it twisted. Meri only had Mariah, and Janelle didn't have all 6 of the kids by then. So it was, Meri, Janelle. She did not need help with Mariah. Janelle was good. Shut up. I'm sorry. I'm passionate. But why couldn't Cody go and check on Christine's kids? Newborns. Why? They were in the same house.
Yeah. Instead, Aspen is doing it. One of your children. Aspen. Yeah. One of your children is raising your children.
A 5th grader is putting your kids down. And you're so busy trying to make kids that you can't take care of your own kids. And you're letting your 10-year-old kids take it like.
Yes. What you're saying, I got to point this way. Yes.
And that's the truth. Like you want to have all these kids, but at the end of the day, when you are all in the same house, you can't even put them to bed. Why? Because Janelle will get mad because you tucked your other kids away.
Janelle would never get mad about that.
And I know Meri wouldn't have. Maybe Meri's always been better, so maybe she would have. But and Meri also didn't like the fact that, when they lived in that house in Lehigh, that wasn't it like that they had to walk through Meri's house to get to Christine's part or Janelle's part or something like that, right?
Yeah. And then they made him walk outside on the deck instead.
What did Monica say? I'm referring to years ago. Instead of leaving them, Christine went on an Antigua. Oh, okay.
Oh.
And,
it's pretty easy to get on an anti-Cody campaign. Let's be real.
But I can't wrap my head around the fact, and even Cody said it. He goes, no, I couldn't do it. I was with my other wives. But
you're in the
your
same
kids
house.
need you. Oh, you did this lifestyle to spread your seed, right? He got the calling. He has to spread the seed and get as many kids as possible and show his word. But you can't even tuck your 10-year-old into bed. Like, you can't do that. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like, because Christine, and it's not because Christine's not having a good time. It's not because she's out working the graveyard shift for money to pay for the kids.
Yeah, because Cody made her.
So,
yeah,
I mean, like, that is
while she's pregnant with Truly.
Yes!
Yes.
Like, and that is so fucked up beyond belief. And like,
but yet he can go out and get a perm.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the perm. He has his, his silver Lexus that he drives, and his tendrils are flowing in the wind.
Of course.
I don't know. And if I were the kids, Christine's kids especially, watching that episode, saying, and maybe they didn't remember it, but wow, Dad couldn't even do that. He couldn't even tuck us in. That's really shitty.
Yeah, they view Janelle as their other parent for a reason. It was Janelle and Christy were in it together. The fact that Meri was also in the house means nothing, apparently.
Dad had the time to put it in, but Dad didn't have the time to take care of it.
And Monica, I'm happy you're here. So, for the record, and I think I have it right, they had to leave Vegas because Cody couldn't afford it anymore, right? Like, he could not afford the cul-de-sac. Is that why they left Vegas? Because I know they had money problems, and I think I'm like dancing around
they had
it.
To sell the 4 houses,
which they had it made in. They had it made in Vegas.
But wasn't Meri doing Lularoe at that point while they were still in Vegas?
No, like while they were in Vegas, Meri started that. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
Like that was her business. Because don't forget, when the show first started, Meri was like doing telemarketing or something like that. Remember, she lost her job because the show was on and they found out that she was a polygamist and she lost her job. Remember that? Like, Meri worked, and then Janelle worked like a full-time job, like as like an accountant or something like that.
Yep.
And then Christine had to work the graveyard shift at McDonald's when Cody wouldn't, tuck in his kids. So
no, she was a daytime babysitter.
Man,
I don't know. That's what I say.
I say to all of it too.
Hey, but you know what? Robyn is an author. She's made a children's book, so.
Oh, she has?
She's contributing. Allegedly.
Well, let's not forget. And guys, if you want like any gaudy jewelry that's overpriced and super gaudy, go to my sister wife's closet. You can pay $250 for a charm that's, I don't know, this big, and for $280, it's all yours. So
which I dug out of my front yard.
Yeah. I don't know. It just seems like Meri could have probably supported the whole family on what she was making in Lularoe, but maybe she wasn't willing to pay for everybody.
Well, would you want to?
No, not if I wasn't, especially if he's not giving me any dick, right?
Thank you. Yes.
I'm rubbing off on you, Maria. Rubbing off on you. No, Chochita. I have to say Chochita now. Rubbing off on you, Chochita. Yeah, no dick. He hates her. She tried to run away. She had Jackie, the lesbian, Oklahoma.
Well, he even
Sam.
said to her, Dad, I don't find you appealing and pretty much attractive anymore, and whatever. Just like you did with Christine.
And Christine.
So why are you staying?
I think she's beautiful.
I think she is too.
I do too. She can find somebody a lot better than Cody.
Yes.
I think she is beautiful. And they showed the scenes back 10 years ago or 12 years ago when they were still in Lehigh. And I'm like, oh my God, look how young they look. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. And you see Christine's face, there's no, it's not, I don't want to say weathered because it has a bad connotation to it, but
no spirit in her face.
She was fresh looking, like, you know, and
Yes.
now, you know, due to all the stress and the way, you know, obviously, but Christine is still very beautiful, but like, you know, and again, like, you know, you're going back a decade, so everyone looks better 10 years ago. But imagine that and having like to deal with a Cody and like, you know, 30 kids and, you know, grandkids and sister wives and this, that, and the other. It's that'll age you.
It will age you. But with her pedigree, she's a catch. So any polygamous man would want her, but I don't think she's gonna do polygamy again.
I mean, like, look how much Cody's aged me. My Cody. And like, you know, the years I've been going live. Like, you know, I've like, you know, I went from being like taut and firm and nice, and now he's got me to like, you know, this you know, I'm in the woods with Meri type of look, which is fine. I love you, but you know, you gotta take what you get. So if you could see the look on his face right now, to me, right, I'm not even looking at him
because he give you the stink eye.
You're lucky that you are live right now because you want to be taught again. Oh, okay. I'll give you a facelift.
And yes, I mean, I don't want to make this like a spitting contest about like who's prettiest, but I would say Christine's the prettiest of them all.
I would too.
I would agree, yes.
I would too. I mean, she kind of, you know, when she was younger, she did keep it more conservative, a little bit more mousy looking.
Love you, Perfectly Imperfect. Thank you for the ego boost. I love you, girl. Cody claiming left Vegas because
too toxic
for the kids, but the real reason was Robyn's son Dayton was accepted to college, so he moved
because of
the whole family to Flagstaff for Robyn.
Yep, and everybody and all the other wives had to fall in line.
Not even like Cody's blood.
I mean, he's adopted.
Right? Dayton was the adopted one. Oh man.
Correct.
Oh man.
Isn't he the one that got into the ATV
with the eye?
Yeah, he got into.
I mean, I'm not going to blame Dayton, right? We're going to blame the
one
influence.
That got the accident with the eye right in the golf cart.
Yeah. No, that is him. Yeah.
The 4-wheeler.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not his fault though. It's his mom's, right? His mom has so much influence. She can really pull at Cody's heartstrings that, get him to do anything. Let's move to Flagstaff.
And look what he did. So I thought it was money problems. I thought that was it. So I'm wrong. And now that makes it even worse. Like
her coochie must be made of 24 karat.
Her chochita is, yes.
Get it right, Cody.
Sorry.
Get the lingo right, okay? Her chocha.
Okay.
Her chocha, yeah. She doesn't have a chochita. It's a full chocha.
No, it's solid gold. It must be because he clearly look at what he did.
And now knowing that, could you imagine why everybody outside of Robyn's family hates Cody? You left. You took the family to Flagstaff, where Coyote Pass, that piece of land that a blade of grass can't fucking grow on, like
it's Arizona.
Pass with the dried up well, that shit,
and the pond, the retention pond,
the pond with no water, the dried up pond,
and everyone fights over.
That dried up pond. Okay, right. He moved them all there, and then Robyn got like the creme de la creme, like, you know, like it was like the Aspen House from like Beverly Hills. Sweets and Beyond will get that joke. Addie will get that joke. Monica will definitely get that joke. You know, right now in Beverly Hills, they're all in this Aspen House, which is $12,000 a night. When Cody put Robyn up, any Housewives fan will get that joke. Cody put Robyn up in the Aspen House, right? In Flagstaff, wherever, while they're still, and how many years has it been? 4 or 5 years that Coyote Pass is still sitting there, right?
At least 3. It might be there.
Meri, in between 3 bushes and a twig. There's Meri on Coyote Pass, just bearing the elements. I'm still here. Cody, I'll do whatever I can. I'll do whatever I can to make you love me again. Here I am, living in Coyote Pass with you know, with the twigs and the fire and the nuts, and I'm eating nuts and berries for you, Cody. I love you. Love me again.
Yep. Dude, did they spend an entire season talking about how they're going to divide the property on Coyote Pass? I mean, over and over. Let's keep rotating houses. Let's see Robyn look so put out, like, I'll do whatever you want. I just want to make everyone happy. I mean,
guys, don't hate me. I know you all hate me because like you think I'm like I have all the rules. Bitch, everyone hates you. Everyone hates you.
She wanted the one with the shade and the lake view and everything else. Meanwhile, like Janelle's like, well, I need room and shade for my
Janelle needed her greenhouse. Janelle needed the greenhouse because
she's the only one that mattered, right? Because she had a vision. I don't know why Meri's mad about being in the trees. I would want to be in the trees myself.
I would too. I don't want to be in the middle of the barren. Like,
I'd be like,
I want some shade.
I'd be like, can I move down the road away from all of y'all, please?
Yes. But we can't have
property.
Well, remember Meri had her apartment like in downtown Flagstaff. Remember that for like a hot minute? Meri had like that place like above a store. Do you remember that?
I don't remember that. I remember she had a house and got kicked out really fast and had to move in a hurry.
Does anybody remember that? She had like an apartment in like downtown Flagstaff for like a hot fucking minute, and then Cody was like, "No, get back to the twigs."
Terrible.
Like, why isn't Meri living in her like little B&B? Like, go back to your little B&B.
Because I don't know. She holds out the thinnest hope. I don't know why.
I guess when you love somebody, that's what you do. You just stick it out.
Could you imagine trying to fight for your husband's love like that, like Meri does? Like, when she was number one, all she's given up.
Yeah. When he's doing the opposite of fighting. He's telling you to go away. Go away. You're free. I'm not holding anyone hostage here. Hint, hint. Go away.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who'd ever thought I'd be going live for 3 hours tonight about Sister Wives? An encore performance? Cody, can you throw a rose
next time it'll be me and Sweets together. Then we can just do it all in one go. It'll be fun.
I want people to say bravo, brava. Cody, throw flowers at me. Come on, man.
All my bushes are dead. Sorry.
Coupons and flowers for everyone.
I told you, they're already dead. It's getting cold down here.
Is there anything else we have to say?
No, we didn't have to say any of this.
Well, we never have to say anything, Maria.
It was a choice.
No, Chochita. There's nothing we ever have to say, Chochita. But is there anything anything else? You guys in the chat? I'll drop the link one more time if anybody wants to come up.
I do have some insider information that Meri apparently was making like $30K a year, like a few years ago in Lularoe, and she's got even more people on her team now. Huh?
That's not a lot.
30K. I'm sorry, I said the wrong thing. A month. I mean a month.
Oh, I'm like 30K a year.
That's a different number.
Lot.
You're right. That's nothing.
Like,
a month.
That's their salary.
A month.
That's like food stamps. Like, in these parts at least, 30K a year, like you can't survive on that. You can't. That type of money. Oh, in these parts,
that was my bad.
That will not get it done.
Yeah.
30K a month though, that's different.
30K a month is different. She could probably support all 1,000 of those children. Maybe. Probably.
Yeah. So, all right. So, again, if you guys enjoyed this, please become a member. You can hit the join button next to the subscribe button.
Oh, she made more than that. She made more than that.
How much, Maria?
So 30K was what she made a month from her upline. So that was basically her cut of the sales of the people below her, right? Her sales were always like 100K a month. So
doesn't she get like money off like all the sales that people underneath her gets?
Exactly. Yeah, that's what the 30K a month was just from the people below her. And then she made like 100K a month of sales on her own a month. So that's like $1 million. That's more than $1 million a year.
Huh. And knowing that with her making that good money and Cody's still that way with her, what is going on? There's something I want to know what the agreement is there, because if Meri is making that type of money,
I got it wrong. 100K I know. I'm doing terrible.
A Churchita, Maria. Okay, your Churchita is showing.
It was $100K a year in her actual sales, and $30K a month from her upline. So
30K, 30K. So what is that? 30 times 10 is 300,000. That's that's like almost 400K.
Yeah.
A year.
Yeah. Still a lot. It's not $1 million, but she's clearly made over $1 million over several years.
I didn't know that Lularoe is defunct now. That's not a thing anymore? Is it because people are buying She by Sheree, Monica? Did she? That's another housewife joke. Is that why is She by Sheree taking over Lularoe, and is that why it's now defunct because of her joggers?
It's not defunct. I think it has shrunk, right? But it's definitely still going because you still see her on the cruises. Meri does cruises and all that stuff still. So
I love when I can throw jokes in about other TV shows. Like I cover my Housewives, my 90 Day, my Sister Wives. So when I can like throw a joke and mix them in together, that's when I'm at my happiest. So I really do enjoy doing that. And maybe Sheree Whitfield from Atlanta, She by Sheree, toppled the Lularoe empire. So just don't work for Sheree, girls, because she won't pay you.
What is Sheree? I don't know what Sheree is. Is that from Housewives?
If you allegedly. But listen, if you're gonna work for Sheree, make sure you get like, your money first, and then work for it. Is all I'm gonna say. Monica, are you still there? I hope you're laughing, and I hope you caught that joke because I know you'd appreciate it. Oh wait. There she is. No, they were sued multiple times. The feds investigated as it is a pyramid scheme. They had to rebrand it, but the company went downhill. Like Amway.
Right, but it's still going, and apparently Meri has the biggest downline of anyone. So she's got the most people below her of anyone, so she's still reaping the benefits of people that are still committed to the Lularoe scheme.
Addie said Lulu was still there, but products are not good. The seams on the clothes come undone. From what I heard, in my opinion. Well, I've never worn leggings.
Me neither. I don't like leggings.
So I don't know.
On myself. They're fine on other people.
I think my legs have always been too skinny, so I'm not gonna wear clothing that shows how skinny my legs are.
Now I want to see you in leggings.
Also, men don't wear leggings, so there's that too. Or
Yes, I think they do. I think it's the next thing, man. Men in leggings. It's happening.
Well, then he by Sheree. So there you go. Yeah, we'll have to watch Meri's next Facebook Live to see where it all stands with that. Lordy, I can't believe we just said all this time with Sister Wives. Not 90 Day, not Housewives, Sister Wives. So I am really looking forward to this season. And it's on tomorrow night. Again, we'll be covering it. I'm going to have a schedule now. Oh, Maria, are you okay with going live at 9 instead of 8 my time?
It'd be 8 for me. Yeah.
No, it would be 9 my time. So
yeah,
8 for you. Mm-hmm. And Sweets, you're okay with that? Because me and Cody are going to be like busy during the days. So
click.
I'm going to set my schedule up now. So Mondays, 90 Day. Tuesdays, Sister Wives. Wednesdays, The Single Life. Thursdays, Beverly Hills. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday will be potluck. And that's how we're going to do it. So I think
that's a full schedule.
I know, right? I'm like the TV guide. Love it. It's documentary about the company that's so good. Yeah, really shows you. Well, like, don't pyramid schemes always have like that, like bad connotation? Like, at the end of the day, no matter how good it may look, it's still a pyramid scheme, right?
I'm on her page. I'm on her Lularoe store. There's her face.
There she is. So, it's on Amazon Prime. So if you want to watch that, it's on Amazon Prime. And that's it. It is 12:15. Never thought.
It's only 9:17 here.
Yeah, well, you know what? You know how I feel about people on Pacific time. You know, screw you, because you're always having more time in a day.
Yeah. Tomorrow I'll be in.
I will always be an Eastern boy. I could never live in a different time. I tried Central Time. I hated it because everything started an hour before. Like, you know, Saturday Night Live comes on at 11:30, not 10:30 Central Time. You know, whatever. But I will always be an Eastern boy, and yeah, this is great. I totally unexpected. I loved all of this. Me too.
Yeah, you were feeling the live with sweets, and so you were ready to keep going. So.
Yeah, and like I should have ended it. Like I should have kept it going, but everybody came back. Like literally everybody came back. That was in the last chat. So it was good, and I'm really happy about it. So we're not going to be live tomorrow, I don't think. So we'll see you back on Monday, and for 90 Day, and that's it. So everybody have a wonderful night. You guys were great. Maria, I want to thank you. Sweets, I want to thank you from the first live. I want to thank you guys for the super chats and for being here. And again, if you want to be a member, please hit the join button next to the subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and like the video or don't like it. But just keep watching. And
if you watch it on replay, please put a nice swear word in another language in the comments.
Yes, like Shochita. There you go. That'll be the new thing. All right, much love to all of you guys. I will see you on Monday. Have a great night. Goodbye.
Bye.